I understand the caution of the scholar.
Right.
Yeah.
But then what happens to the community's development?
Sure, I understand the caution of the scholar, but frankly, I think it's, they're doing themselves a disservice and they're doing the community a disservice at the same time. Okay, because, there's we have lots of, Sheikh Ali Hussein alluded to it, that certain, for example, institutions may be linked to a state, and there's other political factors going on, whether that's in Iraq, whether that's in Iran. The Khoja community, one of its actually great strength is its it's apolitical nature, right? Okay, one of its great strengths, or potentials has been its exposure to this diversity of, influences, and this beautiful diversity of influences within Shia thought and Islamic thought more generally. But unless and until we encourage people to assess that diversity independently, how can they have a justified belief? And how can they have a belief which informs them in their life? Actually, I was touched by Sheikh Ali Hussein's comment about one of his motivating factors to study Islam was to seek justification. Right now, if there's different views out there, okay, and we don't, even if we're not going to flag up the different views, I think we have responsibilities to explain the basis for our own views. As soon as we start doing that, this encourages people to think about justifications. And to me, that will open up an appreciation for diversity and open up justified belief. It's only when belief is justified that it can start shaping people's lives, which is the aim, right? Our aim is to have a relationship with God which affects us in our life. It's reported that Imam Hussein said to the people on his way to Karbala, that as his deen la'ikun ala al-sinatihim. Their religion is hanging on their tongues because their religion didn't mean anything to them. It didn't actually mean anything to them. So unless we're going to deal with difficult questions, encourage our kids, our kids are very philosophically aligned. And most of my work is engaged obviously with adult education and has been for a number of years, right? In the Hausa and the university. Occasionally I get asked to speak to kids and I'm always shocked that they can handle these theological discussions. They can handle philosophical diversity. Yeah, but when it comes to speaking of the minbar, we shy away from justifications, we shy away from difference. So I think we're doing ourselves an injustice when we don't acknowledge difference of opinion and we don't share our justifications, and we're doing a disservice to the community as well.